Hello, it's another morning and another walk. It's going to be a blistering one already today. I can feel the sweat, beginning to hang on my back, and there isn't a single cloud in the sky. Gorgeous weather. This is what I guess central Portugal is famed for. Um, yeah, like I keep saying, each day I'm learning a little bit more about central Portugal, and each little day it's all building a bigger picture. And I'll just have a little chat with you about what I'm finding out. Yeah, one thing that you will find here in central Portugal, a tree is your best friend. You will treasure the shade it gives you. And like I've just come out of the shade of the trees, I've got a bit of sun on me, and you instantly feel it. Trees are your friends here, and I can't understate that. But the track I'm going on is going to some slightly higher ground in above the village that I'm actually staying in, and I can hear shotguns in the far off distance. That's something that if you're out in this rural part, you do need to consider, that local traditions and customs, and on top of that, their way of life. So, if you are offended by sporting activities, it might be something that you have to reconcile before moving to a rural location here. Yesterday evening there was a plane whizzing around, and from what I can gather it was one of the fire departments, or a plane allocated as a resource to that issue. I may have stated that, there's high fire risk around Portugal, and needless to say they do break out, and there is an app which will show you where the fires are and where the resources are being allocated. But the lake that we visited, from what I understand, they will take water from that to help fight the fires. From what I understand, and till I've witnessed it with my own eyes, I can only go by what I'm told. But I believe, if I'm correct, my phone flashed up, even, and I'm not quite sure what mechanism drives this, telling me about the fire risk in Portugal. Whether it's because I'm in Portugal, it's a national service, you get a text message saying there's fires or a fire risk or what have you. But in any case, fire is taken seriously here, and it's a real thing. Yeah, sorry about wearing the hat and everything like that, but it is kind of like needed at the moment. I've just spoken to a local gentleman, just walking from one area to the next along this very track. I guess this is their version of a footpath. And interestingly, I was hearing bangs going off, and being cautious, I didn't really want to proceed too far, too rapidly. I was just trying to get the lay of the land. And in my limited communications, and much to his amusement, it turns out that they're bird scarers, which is a gas bottle which, ignites a small bit of gas to produce a big boom as it goes out, an amplifier. Now, that's eased my nerves walking up here along this track. But that's the point. Still stands that they do still shoot here, and if you're not familiar with the land, I would suggest be extremely cautious. Read all signage. if you've got a smartphone, you can translate it. And yeah, smartphone, as much as I hark back to the fact that they are a tool of the devil, they do have some legitimate uses, and that is one of them. Like when you read a sign, you can actually, or try to read a sign, you can use your phone to actually convert it into English. Well, I must say this trackway is possibly my most favourite so far. Not so much for the immediate surrounding scenery, because it's much of a much from what I can get slightly lower down, but it's because I actually have some elevation here, and I'm seeing for possibly 20 kilometres into the distance. Might not look it on the phone, but yes, I do have a really, you know, view which is very pleasing. I'm just coming up to a split in the road, and there is a makeshift roundabout, and you know, it's just so in keeping, and I'll quickly show you. It obviously serves its purpose, but let's take a look. Right then, so to give you some orientation, I've just come over there, up over that track shall I say, and we've got some stunning countryside here. There's a forward track there. There is the roundabout, and a stunning piece of architecture it is. We have another trackway there and another one there. But you can see it serves its purpose, and you can see the tracks that have gone around it. But the bulk of the traffic is heading this way just by looking at the ground signs. So yeah, I'll make my way down here. Time is getting precious for me, and that's something I always keep saying. I do have to be somewhere because we're going out as a family, and we're going to be going to a local nearby town. This is the furthest that I've been distance-wise from the place I'm staying. I've been walking for a substantial period of time now, and yeah, I'm still going up, and you know, I'm sort of like wondering whether I need to leave this till I got more time. I'm going to push on for a little bit further because obviously I'm here, and I've just got a burning desire to see where this track goes or comes out. But I don't have all day like I stated, so you know, we'll push on and see where this comes to, although I can see a little bit of a building up here. So yeah, I'm going to push on. I know it's used as a thoroughfare for vehicles, so I've seen cars and indeed mountain bikers heading off this way. Yeah, so you know, I do know it's obviously got to lead out to somewhere of significance. As I've got to the top of the hill and it's getting higher, as in elevation wise, there's more trees, and you know, it's a definite change in the environment from where I'm staying to, which is slightly lower down, and it's definitely more arid. But yeah, like I say, there's a lot of trees here, and I'm kind of a tree person, and as you can see, some really nice countryside to walk in this. And like I said, this is fast becoming my favourite little walk so far. Don't know if that's rabbit tracks there, but I just walked through this and I had a cloud of dust, and I'll just quickly show you. You can see how dry this dust is by all the clouds of I just walked straight into that full tilt, and I ended up being surrounded by a load of dust. There's a ruin up there. Part of it's been converted to agricultural use, but the original part is there with a dilapidated roof. And that's pretty much the the sign that, you know, these buildings are actually being used for something else. A lot of these old buildings are being converted into living accommodation if you can get the permissions, or the permissions exist for it. And you know, even in the agricultural format, they usually end up being expanded or turned into something else that can be used for the land. This is lovely and cool in here. This is like another eucalyptus grove. And that's cork oak, and looks like olive trees that haven't really been overly looked after, but it mostly looks like cork oak in there. Still, let's push on. You can probably hear by my feet on the ground, I'm making a bit of an effort now. The casual walk is turning into a little bit of an enforced march. There's a complete grove totally stripped of its bark there, which is quite an eerie sight. But yet again, another view of where I'm going. It's spectacular walking, and I would have no issues for entertainment for myself living here, because hiking and walking is a passion of mine. So you know, I would not be stuck for something to do. There's a spider web of tracks and road systems up here, or you know, well, not road systems, but vehicle tracks, shall I say, and some that are in better condition than others. But you know, I could spend weeks exploring all these, but I'm going to continue down this one. Well, this track, as I just keep saying, just seems to go on, and I'm in what I would call real backcountry now. It's just going on, it's endless, and there's a myriad of tracks, and you know, you do have to be cautious that you don't find yourself getting a little bit lost. You know, I'm reasonably experienced with navigation, so that shouldn't be an issue, but you know, I would suggest be a little bit careful if you ever come here just doing what I'm doing, and that is just hiking along these trails and footpaths. Well, I've been out for a good few hours now, and I'm now making my way back to the road, back to where I'm staying. It's been a damn good workout, and I'm no longer walking. I'm, you know, really plodding on in a forced march kind of way to cover some distance. Randomly, I can hear music playing out in these woods or forests, so I don't know what that's all about, but yeah, I'm going to catch you later when I get back home. I've just quickly stopped to take my t-shirt off, just to put a little bit of sun on my back and everything, because I've got a t-shirt brown marks around my neck and arms. Out here, sun cream is a must, guys. I'll tell you that from experience, because I've been to hospitals to have patches of skin examined. You know, that's obviously from me being a surfer and being in and around hot climates. And probably before sun cream was, you know, pretty much the done deal. But yeah, sun cream, guys, you got to wear it. But I'm just going to give myself, 5 or 10 minutes just to put a little bit of sun on me as I plod back. Plus, my t-shirt is absolutely wringing wet and it's sticking to me. So yeah, sun cream, guys, wear it. Another little schoolboy error I've made is not bringing any fluid with me or drink. Quite simply because I made an error, and I'm glad I'm reaching the point I'm going downhill now and a very short plod to where I'm staying. I will next time on this track bring a canteen of drink. So yeah, don't do as I did, think it was all going to be plain sailing and easy. You do need to bring a drink with you if you're out hiking in these conditions. So this afternoon, we're going to go and have a look at Castelo Branco's castle, and it's on top of a very steep hill. We've just seen some spectacular views out over the town and surrounding countryside, and we're going to head up there now. Okay, we'll go that way. And here is some of the battlements, and there's a view completely out over the town itself. You can go into the bottom floor there, and you can walk right the way around. And like I said, you've got some spectacular views. There's not too much in the way of guardrails, so our kids were having to monitor quite well to stop them falling out over. We're currently in Fundao at the minute, and we're having a look around. It's too hot to do a lot else, so we're going to find somewhere to get a nice cool drink. I have some very tired and teasy kids that need cold drinks and sitting in the shade. Like I said, if you've got kids, that's one thing to remember here: heat.
I got a drink. Wait, where's my...
Fundao is famous for its cherries, and I've just found a seat with some cherries on either side. Yeah, so Fundao is a really pleasant town. We've just enjoyed a few hours having some ice creams and drinks, and just people watching and just taking in the scenery and just watching life go by. It's definitely worth coming here for that. These hills dominate the town, and I'm hoping to get up there for a quick little walk or a look around, so that's possibly our next thing to do in a moment.